Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is my greenhouse jungle. And today I wanted to quickly give you a tour of what's going on inside my greenhouse because it's been a little while since I showed you and I did not film a moving with plants vlog this week because we didn't really do anything really that exciting, but I do want to show you at least what the greenhouse is looking like, and then eventually I can show you where I've put some of the plants in here. So I was just in there, it's really hot, I'm really sweaty and I don't want to go back in, but we're gonna go back in. I'm gonna show you how everything is doing, new plants that I've added in there, and yeah, just updates on how it's going with the Mars Hydro. So let's go see what's going on. Whew, okay, we're in the greenhouse. Let me turn this off because it's annoying. A little fan. I have a bigger one that I'm going to be putting in here, but I want to show you how everything is doing in here since we put in this Mars Hydro. So everything was just recently watered and treated, so they're looking happy for the most part. This is my fungus gnat infested Scindapsus. I literally just treated them all, but there's still fungus gnats everywhere. I need to get like come on, let me murder you. I need to get like one of those catchy bug things. I don't know. I'm gonna get it and see if I like it, and then I'll let you guys know if it works. My Monstera elbow just put out this beautiful new leaf. I mean, look at her. She's stunning, is she not? This weird light behind her does not make for good photos, but she is doing really well. This new leaf came out literally perfect. Then over here I have some of my Hoya rescues that I just showed you guys. The Hoya mirabilis. This is the Hoya Boredwalk. Needs love for sure. These leaves are not happy. The Hoya Illigorium. I don't know. I forget how to say it. This is my varicosum. It's looking really crispy. I'm not sure if it just absolutely hates the soil that I put it in because I kind of just threw it into whatever I had and it's not very chunky. Like you see that one's chunky. That one's nice and chunky. This one's nice and chunky. Like the soil should be nice and chunky and this one's not, but it has new growth points. So I'm gonna wait for those to open up and see how that does, and then probably repot it into something better than this. It literally just looks like dirt. I think it's just Espoma, to be honest. So then I have my Philodendron lupinum. I don't know. Somebody tell me how you're supposed to say that. It's super cute. Little heart-shaped velvety leaves. I chopped it and I've been propagating it, and so far it's love and life here in the greenhouse. It's definitely a more thirsty philodendron. So Melanochrysum over here I think is having a hard time adjusting to the bright light that it's getting now because it wasn't getting super bright light where it was before. So I'm gonna give it time. It looks like this one totally just like, I don't know, didn't like, I don't know, it fried maybe. So I'm gonna give it some time and see what happens, and then if the new growth doesn't come in more tolerant of the brighter light, then I'll move it down. I moved my Adabat poense down here because it looked like it was getting too much light. It's working on a new leaf. Oh my god, there's fungus gnats everywhere. I just put Thuricide in the water. I don't know, I'll probably put Mosquito Bits on the top of everything as well. Super aggravating. They're literally everywhere every time I touch a plant. My little squammy put out this leaf and is working on another. Look at those fuzzy petioles. Super cute. Monstera Peru is sort of growing. I don't know, this plant hates me. My jewel orchid is doing okay, I think. She's super straggly, definitely need to chop her. She might be getting a little bit too much light in here. Little variegated African violet hiding down here. And then down below I have my alocasia I forget how you say it. Chantrieri. And this one has sport variegation and fungus gnats. I didn't even get one. Sport variegation on here is really beautiful. This is its newest leaf, and it's working on another one. Not mad at it. It's even like kind of pink down here. I don't know if you guys can tell. Actually, if I take it out and endure the fungus gnat infestation and show you from underneath, it's pink. You see it? Isn't that cool? Really cool. So yeah, some pink variegation on there. Kind of crazy. And then I have this sad Hoya Mathilde that we need to rehab, and my begonia breviremosa is very happy. Very, very happy in here. And I'm not mad about it. That leaf is like straight up pink. So coming down here, I have some alocasia regal shield corms. Some of them look like they're sprouting, maybe, and might be ready to go in to a medium that's not water. I have some Hoya propagations hanging out right here with all the fungus gnats. This is a Hoya calistophylla species. It's just a cutting in moss, but it's got all this new growth. And then that is the Hoya serguensis. I don't know. Sergio. I usually call this one Sergio. And it's got a new little growth point as well. This is the Hoya Stardust. Yeah, Hoya carnosa Stardust, looking really sad. Need to chop that and reroot it. That was an import. I can link that video for you guys. Then down here I have a little Hoya parasitica with the dark margins. Finally put out a new little tendril here. Hoya Motoski also needs to be cut and rerooted because these leaves are just super limp. Hoya sigulatus, that is rehabbing a little cutting that I took from it that's got some new growth. Hoya linearis that I'm rehabbing. This is my little watermelon dischidia cutting. That's really sad. Yeah, so hopefully it does something. I think it's got a little bit of new growth down there. This is a Hoya parasitica splash, like the heart leaf one. It's just a little tendril that I threw in here literally yesterday to see if it will do anything. And then over here I have my Hoya Stardust, not Stardust, Nong-Nooch, Snoochie Boochie, my Hoya Thomsonii with the fuzzy little baby leaves. These are also from the same import. And then I just have some cuttings here that my friend Tessa gave me. This one's finally putting out some new growth. This is the Monstera Pinnati Partita. I don't know. It's been in here for way too long, you guys. Look at these roots. It needs to go in something else. She also gave me this Aglaonema chocolate that hasn't done anything yet, but hopefully soon. I don't really see roots either, but I don't know. Maybe it's a zombie cutting. This is a sad little Standeliana that won't die, but also won't do anything. Just like that one leaf. Another sad Scindapsus splash that also won't die, but then like won't do anything. So I just recently put those in here in hopes that they'll do something. My Hoya Crinkle 8 I just recently trellised up and put in here. You guys would have seen me do that. My Hoya Boredwalk, this is the variegated one, I put up in here to rehab as well. Was just like really not happy. And then my Himalamina Selby has been on the struggle bus for a while now, and it's finally putting out new growth. So I'm excited about that. This got neglected, didn't get watered, so I decided to put it up in here where it's more humid and won't need to get watered as often, to bring it back to life and make it happy, and then take it out of here and put it back in this space. I've just been back and forth, so it's hard for me to water it every 4 days because that's how often she wants water. Same with this Syngonium. Threw her in here temporarily just so that it's easier for David to take care of these when I'm not here. I forget the name of this one. It's like mostly pink with little green splashes instead of the other way around. Really interesting variegation on this Syngonium that I picked up at the big box store. And then this is a little baby begonia avalanche that a friend of mine sent me for my birthday, and I managed to have like kept it alive sort of, so I'm hoping that it'll come back in the greenhouse and be happy. So over here you guys have also seen my Hoya elliptica and the species Saba. I'm gonna go with Saba. It sounds better. That's probably not how you say it. They're obviously on the struggle bus. That one I'm pretty sure is dead, but the elliptica has like some new growth points in there. And then this is my prop box. I've got a Standeliana cutting that I'm rooting for somebody, some Varicosum cuttings and perlite down here. I've got Philodendron Campos Portuanum that's finally getting like a little bit bigger and cute. The plant that everybody calls a Scindapsus that isn't a Scindapsus, that I always forget the name of, that's super annoying to care for but really cute, so we try. Another little Varicosum cutting. This leaf shriveled up, but this one's looking happy at least. This was a top cut, so it's got a new growth point coming in behind it. And then this is the Scindapsus officinalis or something along those lines. Yeah. It looks different than the moonlight, but we're still waiting on more leaves before we can really determine what that is. This here is my Silver Lady, and the other cutting that I purchased as Silver Lady but just looks like Exotica. Hopefully it gets its act together, because that can happen sometimes, I've noticed, at least with the splash. They come out looking like Exotica and it takes a couple leaves before they actually like get the splash. But you can see the contrast between the Silver Lady and what looks like an Exotica. So this one's definitely more silvery with like green, dark green down the midrib, as opposed to the Exotica that's a little bit more splashy with a lighter green down the midrib, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is my Burl Marks. I put it up on a pole recently, so it's doing pretty well. It's got a new leaf over here, and it's working on another one. Scindapsus trubii dark form cutting, a silver stripe cutting. You guys have seen these before. I'm going to be giving those away soon. A little Standeliana propagation, jade propagation. I'll be giving this away as well. Don't remember what those nodes were. I guess we'll find out when it grows some more, but it's growing. So there's that. Some of this Scindapsus neon stripe or cat eye that's like not Scindapsus. I think these are in the ginger family actually. They need to come out of here. They've been in here for way too long. They've literally been in moss for like forever. And they're growing, but they need a new home. This was the base to my Standeliana elbow. It's got a couple of new growth points, so hopefully she'll be throwing out some new vines for me, because I did chop her up and propagate her. She's all in here. You can see I'll have her in my shop hopefully soon. I've got some melanochrysum propagations going on in there. My Hoya that looks like it's dead, so that's fine. Everything is fine. The rest of the propagations in here look good. Back here I've got some Trubii, the dark form propagations going, some Hoya propagations, and then the Philodendron lupinum. So I've got some nodes and leaves and things going on back there to hopefully grow some little baby plants for you guys in the next couple of months. My Monstera dubia that I recently moved up in here hopefully is not getting too much light. It looks like it might be, like I'm not exactly sure. It had a grow light on it, and I feel like it's far enough away that it shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see what happens. These fungus gnats are driving me crazy. They're flying everywhere. Oh, I finally got one. Yummy. Okay, so then up here we have my Syngonium erythro erythrostemma. You know what? I don't know, but it's my first attempt at leca, and it's putting out a new leaf. So I think it took a little while to adjust, but I have faith in this plant. So I'll probably get rid of this leaf soon so that it can focus its energy on these new ones here. Some rotted cuttings. This was the base of my Epipremnum pinnatum that I cut and took a bunch of nodes. This is my other Epipremnum pinnatum variegata, putting out a new growth point. These are a lot of like rescue plants, and they're looking kind of gross and moldy. That's why I put a fan in here for some more airflow, so that should solve the problem. And then I'm out of breath. It's fine. It's hot in here. Variegated string of pearls. Hopefully those come back. This is my Trubii dark form that I got imported from Greenspaces, so hopefully that does something. My Queen Anthurium from Greenspaces. Look at how sparkly she is. She's so sparkly. She's doing well in moss. She's got like some little nubs and stuff that she's working on, and she seems pretty happy in here. She hasn't like done anything. Like, she looks the same, so I think that's a good thing because this is dead. That's fine. And then I have my Baltic blue cuttings over here, growing some little baby plants out for you guys. My Scindapsus with the silvery leaves that I bought recently, putting out a new leaf, so I'm excited to see if that one comes in silvery or not. And my Squammy, you guys, this was a rescue plant that somebody gifted to me because they didn't want it, and I was gonna chop it up, but then look. Oh, it's really hard to do with two hands. Do you see it? It's putting out all these new roots in here and this new growth point. So I'm excited to see the size of the leaf that comes out of there. Very, very curious. I am glad I haven't chopped this up yet, but I am going to have to eventually cut it and probably reroot it and get it growing up a pole or something. These leaves are so big and beautiful, and these petioles are so weird and fuzzy. I love it. Okay. Moving up here, I have my Adansonii species that I don't know the name of, but I really love this plant, and it was in Struggle City, so I'm hoping that it'll bounce back in here. Same with this Australis Lisa. I'm hoping that she's gonna bounce back in here and get nice and full. I've got her started up on a trellis, so she looks a little weird, but hopefully she's gonna grow in around this trellis and look really pretty soon. Maybe. Fingers crossed. This Hoya carrii with the reverse variegation hasn't really done a whole lot since I got it, so I'm hoping that putting it in here under some nice bright light, because the Hoyas can handle it on the top here. I'm still a little iffy with some of these philodendrons, like the melanochrysum and the varicosum. The elbow seems totally fine in here, like it's thriving under this light, but some of them maybe don't like it, so we're trying to figure it out. And Hoyas, for sure, I know, can handle this Mars Hydra, so. Over here I have my Philodendron Ring of Fire, which is in this bright light actually kind of turning pink, and I love it. It's putting out a new leaf, so happy plant, not mad about it, and really excited to watch this thing get big. And then look what's happening here. You guys, Jose is putting out a new leaf. Do you see that little bump? It's pregnant. And I am so not mad about it. It hasn't lost any of its original leaves. They're all still here. They're all still intact. This, I think, might be the oldest one. No, this is, I don't know. They all still look really good. So, hoping that the new leaf comes out looking like this one, and that it can handle this bright light, because so far this plant has been totally fine in here. And I mean, I'm obsessed with it. Between this and now this down here too, this squammy, these huge leaves, I'm just like, I'm obsessed. I'm totally obsessed with everything that's in here. I have more cuttings down in there for Etsy, some string of things. So yeah, that is everything that is going on in my greenhouse. It's not even close to being full yet, and I'm completely obsessed with it. Okay fam, so that was the greenhouse. I hope that you enjoyed taking a little peek at how my plants are doing in there, and I definitely need to get a light meter so I could figure out if some of them are getting too much light. I think that they will adjust, a lot of them. What happens when you move plants from lower light to higher light sometimes is the old leaves will die off, but the new ones come in more tolerant of the brighter light. So we're gonna hope that that's the case for a couple of those philodendrons and just see how it goes. We're rolling with it and seeing how it goes. But everything that's on the floor seems to be really happy, so can't keep everything on the floor though. So we're gonna figure it out, and I hope that you guys are enjoying coming along for the ride with me. And if you are, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There's a join button down there if you want to support my channel and be a part of the official plant fam. Check out all the perks. Come join our group chat on Instagram and hang out with us. I would love to have you. So check out the David and Jack's channel as well. If you guys haven't already, you should go subscribe and check out some of those videos. Let us know what you want to see in the comments over there. And yeah, that is it. So if you watch this video, leave me some little potted plant emojis in honor of all my cute little plants in the greenhouse. So I'm gonna go. I appreciate you, fam, and I will see you in the next one.